of you have heard that there are women who are capable of singing with such a loud voice that they can break a wine glass. They have to tune exactly at the frequency, the resonance frequency of the wine glass, and they come out huge volume, and the glass breaks. I don't believe it, but it's a rumor. There was a commercial many years ago, some of you may never have seen it, for Memorex. Memorex was a tape, a special tape for audio tape recorders. This guy is going to a concert, and there's this woman singing, loud voice, beautiful frequency, bingo, glass breaks. He comes home and he tells his wife the story. Well, his wife was smart enough, of course, not to believe it. And he says, well, it just so happens that I recorded it on my Memorex tape. Well, so he plays the tape at home, and at the moment that the woman's voice goes, what happens? The glasses break at home, in his cabinet. So much for the physics of Memorex, because you can imagine that the resonance frequency of the glasses at home were very different than the glasses in the orchestra. So it's all a swindle, but that's, of course, what commercials are all about. What is now the bottom line? The bottom line was that if you buy Memorex, these tapes, then the reproduction is so perfect that you can even take it home and you see the glasses break. This brings up now the $64 million question, and that is, can it be done or can it not be done? So any women in my audience who want to give it a try, that would be wonderful. We have asked ourselves that question. Can this be done or can this not be done by a person? And I think we came to the conclusion that a person alone without all kinds of electronic equipment could not do that. And I still believe that today. But Professor Felt, Michael Felt here at MIT, with one of his graduate students many years ago, developed some powerful equipment, which you see here, which was designed to make an attempt to break a wine glass. It doesn't always work, but it works often. The idea being then that here is the wine glass. It's almost a carbon copy of this one. When they finally made this to work, it's near 440 hertz. They went to Crate and Barrel and they asked, how many of these wine glasses do you have? They said, we have 5,000, and they bought them all 5,000. Because it's not obvious if you have to change glasses that it will ever work again. And so here is one of those glasses. Here is a loudspeaker. The sound comes from this side. And what is nice about this arrangement, that we can make you see the distortion of the glass in this resonance mode. The glass oscillates like this, goes from oval to circular to oval to circular. And the way we can make you see that is by strobing the glass at a frequency which is a little bit different from the frequency of the sound. And think about it. Two frequencies almost the same give you a beat phenomenon. So what that comes down to is you see the motion of the glass very slowly. And then if we hit that resonance frequency, we will increase the volume, and then maybe it will break. Now I have to warn you. The sound will be unbearably high. And so for some of you here in the front row, you may even want to cover your ears, or you may want to move back. It's up to you. But be careful. This is really an enormously strong signal that you're going to hear. So, be careful. You can move back if you want to. I have hearing aids, as you have noticed, and I have the option that I can turn them off. But in spite of that, I'm not deaf without them. I will still cover my ears. So let me first give you the light setting that we want. So we make it a little dark. And then I will show you the glass. Oh, I have to change the setting here. There's the glass. There's no sound. It's not oscillating. And now I turn on the speaker. So I'm now going to turn my hearing aids off and put this on. And I'm going to increase the volume. And if it doesn't want to break, I will change the sound frequency a little bit to sweep over that resonance curve so that I get onto the maximum. Because if it's only off, the Q is so high of this system that if I'm a little bit off in frequency, then the amplitude will be low. So let's first see what happens when I increase the volume. Did I do something wrong? Yes, I changed the frequency. I think I have convinced you that a woman cannot do this. I have some last words of wisdom for you, and that is falling in love is also a form of resonance, and it too can be destructive because it can break your heart. So try to remember that next time. Have a good weekend.